This weather, deadass, do not want the kid to be great. Like, they do not want me to prosper at all. Like, for real. This weather is horrible. More than horrible. As I try to adjust my camera, yes. So what's up, YouTube? Y'all know I'm always experiencing. Y'all know I'm always experimenting on my hair before I introduce anything to you guys. On what I got going on, or a service or anything. And of course I recorded this look, so I just bleached it. Like, I just bleached the ends. Like, I'm gonna fix the camera so that it can just have a whole full body kind of look of my hair. But I'm excited for you guys to watch the tutorial and see how I achieve these human hair locks. Like, these shits are the best thing on earth. Like, I see why they so expensive, because it costs me a lot to do them, but they are totally worth it. So stay tuned to see the tutorial, and towards the end I'm gonna talk a little bit about these locks, and yeah, so stay tuned. Hey YouTube, yes, so I am here to show you guys how I do my human hair locks this time. And let's get started. So I'm showing you guys this bundle here. This bundle here is 18 inches in deep wave, and that's why I look so not really long, but I did not want these locks long. I have not found human hair as yet that comes without the wefts on it. So for starters, I'm just gonna start with cutting the welt off, because of course we cannot use the welt when using this human hair. And just to let you guys know real quick, these locks are like perfect. Oh my god, I will recommend these locks. They're way more expensive, of course, but I do recommend these locks because I'm already bleached it. I already been in water with them, and it's only been like a day, 2 days. I just be so excited to show you guys the process of what I do in introducing a new something new for you guys. So what I was showing you guys is that I cut the weft off, and this is how it looks when you cut the weft off. My scissors weren't good, so I wasn't cutting real, like my cuts was like blunt, like you could tell that they were messed up. But of course, because we're braiding it in, it's not that big of a deal. So here I'm parting because I did some already, and yeah, I'm just showing you guys the top. So when I'm doing my locks, I try not to do like uniform parts. I like it to look real not parted. It just gives it more of a natural look to me. So I really don't care for parting. I just care about how like big the sections are. So I'm just gonna put that away, and here I'm going to add synthetic hair because my hair is soft and I want these to last. This part that I just showed you, that is synthetic hair. That is synthetic hair that I'm going to braid into my hair so that it doesn't slip out quickly. So I braid that synthetic hair into my hair to add some roughness to it, because my hair is real soft and I want these babies to last until like Christmas. So here I'm just adding the synthetic hair again. So I'm braiding it. Braiding it. So now this is the human hair that I'm going to add, and because it's Bohemian locks, we want the curl to be throughout the hair and not only at the end. Goddess locks is the curl only at the end. Bohemian is a curl throughout your hair. So here I'm using the human hair and braiding it into my hair. Okay, so at this part, I'm going to separate the human hair. The human hair, this hair is what I leave up there because we putting it throughout. So I just clip the human hair up there and I continue braiding the rest of my hair that is left, because we're adding another part of the hair, the human hair, onto my braid. So we just clip the human hair at the top and keep braiding your hair. If your hair is not this long, just make sure you add synthetic hair to add more length to it because you want the curls throughout. So now that I got to the end of my hair, I'm going to attach again another piece of human hair, as you guys can see, and I'm just folding it and adding it in. So this is me braiding the human hair. So this is the end result of how it's supposed to look when you braid it in. So it's supposed to be 2. I don't do this for all my braids. I do this for a couple of them, and some I just add them to the end. So not all my braids have this amount, and I used 2 bundles. All I needed was 2 bundles for this section. So now I'm going to show you guys how I wrap my hair. So this is the process of wrapping it. And I'm sorry, I thought I mute this part with the TV on, and Jesus Christ, I did not mute it. So now I'm wrapping like how I usually wrap. Usually some people will use a crochet needle and put it to the scalp if you want it tight, but I don't like my locks that tight. But if you have a crochet needle, you can attach it real close to your scalp. So you guys know the wrapping method already, and all I'm doing is feeling for that curl end to make sure I don't go over it. Also, I have a mirror to direct me too. So now that I have this curl, the curl there, you can use a clip, but easier for me to use when it's closer. And when I was doing the back, I was clipping it to my scalp, but because it's closer to me, I just put it right in my mouth and wrap around that. As you guys can see, I'm not wrapping a lot. You see, I wrap right around it, and I'm not wrapping real tight because I want that messy look. I wonder where I muted. I can't believe I did not mute this. So I'm wrapping until I get to the end. And it depends on how much of the curl you want out. I don't want that much of the curl out, so I'm going to keep wrapping until I get to my desired length that I want the curl to be. At this point, you could take the curl out your mouth, but I just didn't want it to be in my way. Again, you could clip that curl right to your scalp. So here I was being lazy and did not feel like wrapping up, so what I'm gonna do is cut that part off, and I'll just wrap up with the part that I was wrapping with already to lock that curl in. So now I'm gonna take my crazy glue and just apply it for more security because I do not burn my locks. So now I'm just going to cut that right off because I was being lazy. You can wrap that up if you want it to be more neat, but I didn't feel like wrapping it back up, and it would have made it real thick too. And I just use that hair for hair to braid my hair with. So this is how this looks. I did not speed up this clip so you guys can get an understanding of how to really do it. If you didn't get an understanding, just keep rewinding it and rewinding it. Yep. So just to let you guys see the ending, and finished, and I'm so happy about the end result of these locks. I went and like decorated them so that yeah, I'm always decorating them, so I just want you guys to see, and I want to show you guys the length of them. I didn't do them real long. I just did them to, let me see if I can sit here. So this is how long they are. I didn't want them to be extremely long. They like mid back basically. And yeah. Okay, so this process took me a while because you guys know that I do hair, so I was like prepping and going, so it took me about like 2 days to do them. Then it took me a day to wrap them. As you guys can see, my parts are really not that big. They're really not that big. I mean, they're really not that small at all. So yep. And as you guys know, because I talked through it, I use bundle hair and I cut it. And just to tell you the difference briefly between like human hair locks and the regular locks is I did use synthetic hair to wrap, but I use bundle hair to have at the ends, and it just gives it more of a nice flowy look. It gives it more of the natural look. Obviously you guys see that I bleached it. If you guys want to see that process, I can do that. So I bleached like 2 of the hairs, and I'm probably gonna dye them too. I probably just dye them like pink, and then I'm just gonna go crazy with this hair because I want this hair to last me until December. And that's the beauty of it. Like, I was in the shower yesterday and wetting them like it's nothing. And the curl pattern actually comes back. I'm gonna put the link below to where I got this hair, and I will offer this service for people that's in New York. Just keep in mind that it's definitely more expensive than getting faux locks itself because of the human hair and the process it takes. I do want to add like Freetress hair throughout it, but for right now I like the fullness of it. If anyone wants more of the Bohemian look, I'll add that hair in, and actually I'll add a clip of how it looked more with the Bohemian hair, and I mean with the Freetress hair, and on how it looks, because you can add the Freetress hair throughout it too, but you really don't need that hair. If you want the real full Bohemian look, I'll add a clip of me adding that into the hair and just pictures of it. So I feel like I'm rambling. So other than that, these locks are beautiful. You guys can email me or write me on Instagram if you have more questions on it. I feel like this tutorial was like real detailed, so if you have an issue with how I did it, just write in a comment box below, or I'm sure that Okay, so I just showed you guys a clip of how I added the Bohemian hair in. You can't really tell much of a difference because I didn't put much of the Bohemian hair, and I didn't talk through it because I'm gonna tell you guys now. I don't really go and tie the hair after I put it in, because the reason why I don't do Bohemian hair with synthetic hair is because in a couple days the synthetic hair is gonna be matted. In a couple days this hair is not gonna look like how it is. So I wanted to be able to just cut it out, like when it gets to that point, wherever the hair is, cut it out and just do it over, or just not deal with it at all. Honestly, for the sake of the video, I put this hair in, and I'm gonna leave it in for now, but the only time I'm really gonna add that hair in is if I'm going out or if I'm going to somewhere nice or something, because you guys can see how beautifully the curl looks with it. Like, it gives it the ends much of a real nice, like you can't even tell a difference, added look and a fuller look for the curl. But again, the hair does become matted. In a couple days this hair will be matted. It's easy to maintain when it is goddess locks, when it's towards the end, but when it's throughout the hair, it gets matted within like a week. So I don't usually offer the Bohemian look with synthetic hair, because I do not want to be blamed for the reason why somebody's hair looks messy and nasty within a couple days. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Love y'all. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. You're mad annoying.